2022 has been the year of Hollywood's big return. While you might have been at the edge of your seat with TV shows like Under the Banner of Heaven or Candy, or even just rewatching old favorites like The Blacklist, we've got the best post-pandemic releases right here, and you don't have to wait a whole season to find out what happens. First up, we've got Men. A24 is a studio that's no stranger to hair-raising horror thrillers. After all, it's the studio behind Midsommar, and if that wasn't enough nightmare material for you, we've got a great new choice. Men was released in May of 2022, and you can't really guess much from the title. The film stars Jessie Buckley, who's already made a name in thrillers like I'm Thinking of Ending Things. She plays a woman who loses her husband to suicide and escapes to a countryside estate to deal with the trauma. Pretty normal so far, right? It gets creepy when she realizes that the village is full of men with the same face, played by Rory Kinnear, whom you may remember as Tanner from the James Bond movies. The lookalikes torment her throughout the movie, before finally serving up a bone-chilling ending. If you're someone who likes more than a little gore, this is the one for you. Up next, Crimes of the Future. David Cronenberg pretty much gave birth to the body horror genre, so his latest sci-fi horror thriller is a perfect example of the mainstays we can expect. It premiered at Cannes to a 6-minute standing ovation, so you already know it's going to be good. Cronenberg also made a movie in 1970 with the same name, but the two are not related. The movie boasts a 5-star cast, including Viggo Mortensen, Lea Seydoux, and Kristen Stewart. It centers on a dystopian future and deals with the issues that humanity has created for itself, such as pollution and climate change, hence the name. We also see insane biological changes in humans, such as the loss of physical pain and disease. After a mother kills her son, the fun gets started, and we can guarantee that you'll experience plenty of painful suspense leading to an ending that'll haunt you. Moving on, The Batman. If you haven't already watched The Batman by now, we're sure it's on your list already. Matt Reeves' take on the masked hero of our childhood is like nothing we've ever seen before. It's darker, more unpredictable, and features an incredible cast, with Robert Pattinson as the Batman to Zoe Kravitz's Catwoman. This movie is a win for Team Edward, even with the black eyeliner. You've got all the classic Batman elements, including the beloved Alfred, along with villains like the Riddler and the Penguin. 3 hours won't feel like it. This movie will have your blood rushing over time, and every scene will have you breathless. Critics are loving it. Twitter had a field day when it released, and we recommended a comfortable seat when you watch it, because you will be on the edge, as it was 3 hours straight. Next, Ambulance. Good news for all Transformers fans. Michael Bay is back, and he's better than ever. His new movie, Ambulance, is a remake of a 2005 Danish film, but with the signature Bayhem of huge explosions and breakneck action sequences peppered in. Yahya Abdul-Mateen II plays Will Sharp, a man whose wife is dying. With no way to pay for her expensive surgery, he decides to rob a bank with the help of his brother Danny, played by Jake Gyllenhaal, in his first big role since the unnamed boyfriend in Taylor Swift's re-recorded album Red. When the heist goes horribly wrong, the two hijack an ambulance, carrying EMT Cam Thompson, played by Isa Gonzalez, the quintessential jaded yet amazing at-her-job female lead. The movie goes on to fully deliver the thrill it promises, with high-speed ambulance and helicopter chases, all while Cam performs life-saving surgery that she doesn't know how to perform. Ambulance doesn't slow down for a second, literally and figuratively, and it's a cinematic roller coaster that every viewer will enjoy. At number 5, we have The Outfit, a movie about a tailor set in the 1950s Chicago. What could be exciting about this? As it turns out, a whole lot. The Outfit follows Oscar, BAFTA, and Tony winner Mark Rylance as Leonard Burling, an ex-Savile Row tailor who has a little bit of a side business, along with his assistant Mabel, played by the rising superstar Zoe Dutch. Leonard makes suits for the men of Chicago, and one of his best customers is Roy Boyle, who just happens to be a mob boss. Roy and his son Richie, played by Dylan O'Brien, use the shop as a secret location to store their dirty money, and the rest of the movie unfolds in mafia wars and mystery. The movie's name makes a lot more sense when you know that The Outfit was an organized crime syndicate run by none other than the notorious Al Capone. All in all, this is definitely not just a movie about a guy who makes suits. It's also Graham Moore's directorial debut, who's best known for his Oscar-winning screenplay for The Imitation Game. Now, for The Northman. Of all the movies on this list, The Northman might just have the most A-list cast. We've got big names like Alexander Skarsgård, Nicole Kidman, Anya Taylor-Joy, Willem Dafoe, Ethan Hawke, Claes Bang, and even Bjork, starring in this epic historical thriller. The plot is centered around Amleth, played by Skarsgård, a Viking warrior prince who is on a quest to avenge the death of his father. To give you an idea of what to expect, Amleth was a mythological character that Shakespeare based Hamlet on. The rest of the movie details the quest to defeat Fjolnir, Amleth's brother, who killed the king. This is a thriller for people familiar with the epic battles in quest of Norse mythology, and it intertwines fantasy with historical reality and bloodthirsty characters in a way that will knock the air out of anyone who watches. Now, we're looking at Spiderhead. If you prefer a more comfortable at-home experience that will still get your heart racing, we recommend that you log into your Netflix and turn on Spiderhead. It's the year of Miles Teller. The Whiplash star made waves with his role in Top Gun Maverick, and now he's back in Netflix's latest sci-fi thriller. Spiderhead is a prison from the future, one where prisoners get comfy bedrooms and can do what they want as long as they stay in the facility. In exchange, they have to do everyday chores, such as cooking, cleaning, and being test subjects for experimental drugs. Steve Amnesty, played by Chris Hemsworth, injects different drugs into the prisoners and records their effects, which are both good and bad. The protagonist is Miles Teller as Jeff, the most perfect prisoner you could ask for. As the movie progresses, however, Steve's experiments get more and more twisted and disturbing, as we promise you'll be glued to your screen for the whole thing. Now, for the upcoming blockbusters. First up, The Gray Man. The best movies of the year are often released in the second half, and we've got our hopes up for The Gray Man. Netflix's action thriller is set to release on July 22, 2022, and is the most expensive film Netflix has ever made, with a budget of $200 million. It's no surprise either. The cast includes Ryan Gosling, Chris Evans, Ana de Armas, Jessica Henwick, Reggie Jean Page, and many more big names. Ryan Gosling will star as Court Gentry, aka Sierra 6, a CIA mercenary who's naturally the best they've got. He accidentally uncovers some dark secrets about the agency and goes from being their most skilled employee to their #1 target. The movie will follow him being chased around the world by a gang of assassins, and we can't wait to see how it unfolds. Moving on, we've got Nope. When it's directed by Jordan Peele, you know it's going to be good. Nope is slated for release the same day as The Gray Man on July 22nd, so we're getting twice the fun. It follows the people living in a small, isolated town where weird things start happening. Specifically, things start falling from the sky, and one of them kills the father of OJ and Emerald Haywood, played by Daniel Kaluuya and Keke Palmer. The two siblings then attempt to get video evidence of the UFO to figure out what really happened to their dad. The director has already promised that it's going to blow people's minds, and we're hoping it'll follow through on that promise. Last but not least, Don't Worry, Darling. Calling all Harry Styles fans, this is the one you've been waiting for. Don't Worry, Darling stars internet favorite Florence Pugh and Harry Styles as Alice and Jack, a young couple happily living in a normal town. As is the case with psychological thrillers, the town isn't actually that normal, as it was made by the company Jack works for. Alice starts getting suspicious about the project her husband is working on, and everything unravels from there. The project is set for release in September 2022. That's a wrap for this video. What was your favorite thriller this year? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.